What's up, y'all? It's your girl Shay Renee. And listen, I wanted to go impromptu and go live with y'all about this whole Remy Ma and Papoose thing. I'm at my in-laws' house for a cookout, and I wanted to try to find the most quiet space in here without the music creating a copyright in the background. So bear with me, but let's just get into it, shall we? What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Shay Renee. So let's just get into it, shall we? All right, y'all. So I wanted to come on and give my little raggedy ass opinion about this whole Papoose and Remy situation. First and foremost, okay, y'all, I'm gonna just go ahead and burst y'all bubble real fast. I am not on Remy's side. Sorry, not sorry. Um, yeah, not on her side. I watched first and foremost. If y'all watched Remy and Papoose's reality TV show that they had, you would understand where I'm coming from. Okay. I've seen people that are like diehard feminists. Of course, we all gotta, you know, let's be ride or die for the woman and this, that, and the third. I saw red flags from Remy Ma years ago on that reality TV show. It always seemed like he loved her more than she ever loved him. Okay. That's just what it has been. That's just what I see. That's my opinion. And I'm going to give y'all some examples. I actually listened to Papoose's full live. Somebody had it recorded. I'm trying to find it now so we can talk about it together. Linda Gamble is in the building. Linda Gamble, the hardest working woman on the YouTube, is here. Thank you so much for joining us. Where we at? Linda says, hello, Shay Renee. She says, hit the like button as you enter the chat. Okay. Thank y'all so much. Thank you for joining. Okay. We have Linnell Seiler in the building. All right. Linnell says, hi. Thank you so much for joining, Linnell. Who else we got? We got Jazzy J. She says, hey, girl. Hey, what's up, Jazzy J? How you bees? Thank you for joining. All right, what we got? Linda says, don't mention any content creators in the chat or comments will be removed. Please and thank you. Yes, we not a hater over here, but we got to make sure we keep it cute. Amanda Brown says, hi, Shay. What's up? Thank you so much for joining. All right, y'all. So Papoose did a full live, y'all, okay? Basically explaining a lot of pretty much why he feels the way he feels about Remy. And I wanted to find the live that he did for y'all, or a post that he did rather. It was months ago when they were arguing before, where he was like, I've sent you the divorce. I've asked you for a divorce and you won't give me one. And she never responded. Okay. So what I want people to understand is, number one, let's just break it down. Let's talk about the different things. Okay. Now, Papoose is claiming, here's the biggest thing. He's claiming that he wrote a lot of her music. Now, here's the thing. Everybody been saying we knew that he wrote her music for years. So why all of a sudden, now that he's actually admitting it, everybody's mad? Like, oh, you broke, you this, you that, and the third. Why do we have to try to put the man down when it is very clear and obvious? Now, there are times where we big up men that don't deserve it. We are, making it okay for these, like this Diddy case. Okay, people are turning on women that are obvious victims, and which is crazy to me. With I'm not even gonna go into the Diddy thing, but it's crazy to me that with the Diddy situation, nobody is coming out to support him. You got all these pictures with all these celebrity men out here. From, I'm not gonna say nobody's name, but y'all know who he was hanging around, taking pictures with, all of that. But none of these people are coming out to defend you. That got to tell you that something ain't right about a person. Okay, but I digress. But moving on. Gone over to Mim's channel and Armand Wiggins if you wants to see the Diddy coverage, because we ain't talking about that today. But with the Papoose situation, we have seen countless examples of ways that he has put Remy first. Here's all in a nutshell what I think about the whole Papoose and Remy situation. I think that Papoose loved Remy Ma. I do. I think he really loved her. I think that he knew that by him writing music, and he was a great rapper. He's great with the pen, right? But I think that with his image, I don't think that he knew that he was going to be as successful, right? So he looked at it as marketing, like, okay, this is my wife. She's very beautiful. Okay. I can write the music for her. She'll be more marketable than me. I'm going to stick beside her through this whole jail stint or whatever the case may be. I'm going to write this music. I'm going to big up her. We're going to be married. So what's yours is what's ours, ours, ours. Okay. What's yours is mine. What's mine is yours. I don't have to get writing credit on your music because you're going to have my back because I had your back. Right. But then once she gets out, she experiences all of this success surrounding what they obviously agreed to do as a unit, right? Him writing her music, her performing, her getting all the glitz and glam because he loved her, and he's very smart to know that, okay, Papoose, even though you are a loyal guy, you are straight and narrow, all this, that, and the third, that's not marketable. And let's be clear, it's not like he's the most attractive guy. So between the two of them, Remy is the one that's the most marketable. He has the talent. I'm going to use my talent through my wife. Period. I'm going to absolve everything to be there for her because I'm going to put all my stock in her because I know that my investment in her is going to come back positive for me. But it didn't. We got to go back to why Remy was in jail in the beginning, y'all. Remy went to jail for pow-powing somebody over something they said that she didn't like. This woman has an obvious attitude problem. She's known for being rude to her fans. She's known for being nasty. Papoose told a story, which we're going to talk about, of her sleeping with one of the women that she met in jail. She had the woman come over her house for a birthday party or something, and the lady was spending the night, and she was leaving out of the room with her husband to go sleep in the bed with this woman. He even came home and caught her in the act with their child on the bed with her and said woman. Remy even went, he said, allegedly, according to, this is all alleged according to Papoose, and we're going to listen to this. He even said that she went and got an apartment, y'all, not too far from the house so that she could sleep with dude that kind of looked like him. Because Papoose, we not going to skip by that. Sir, I love that you loyal and all that stuff, and it's kind of been proven through the media. I haven't Remy talking about you slept with some other woman already. You was sleeping with women while she was in jail. Ain't nobody came out and said that he was doing that. So, but niggas have come out and said that you was sleeping with them. Your battle rap guy, for example, Remy. So you got to have some evidence if you're gonna sit up here and say that this man was sleeping with somebody. I'm just saying. But my thing is, you got an apartment to do your rendezvous. How long, Tommy? How long, Remy, did you think that this man was going to stick around Like, I don't know what type of sick arrangement y'all had where you thought that he was just going to allow you to cheat. Or maybe she felt like, listen, you have invested so much in me. You got this whole black love thing going on. You gonna have to let me do whatever I want to do. I want to be with other people. I've been locked up all this time. I'm trying to be with other people. And unless you wanna keep everything private, guess what? You gonna keep it on lock and key that I'm out here cheating. Because you so big on this black love image and trying to look a certain way that you're not gonna tell on me. I can do whatever I want. And if you want me to continue to be this image that you've made me, and you want me to pay the bills, and you want me to be rapping, conceited, I got a reason, all this stuff, yeah, we're gonna run this the way I want to run it. And I feel like she has that attitude of, you are under my thumb, sir. But let's just listen, because I want y'all to hear this live that Papoose did. Okay, so I'm gonna take myself off screen because I feel like y'all can hear it better when I'm off screen. And don't worry about my family in the background, child. They just a talking. We had a cookout. Okay, let's do this. Okay, this is a commercial. We can. I need to just stop being cheap and pay for YouTube TV, but I just feel like I pay for so many subscriptions already. Here we go. Spot. I'm walking through the spot. I don't see the lane. Everybody look like the lane to me. I go to where I got an idea where they at. He's talking about the battle rap guy that apparently Remy is now with. When I walk in the room, they in there lovey-dovey. They in there all lovey-dovey. Mind you, she been lying, saying she ain't with the nigga. She don't deal with him. All this corny shit, right? I see the lane. You already know. Went in his mouth. Off the muscle. What happened was, he thought I came to talk. He thought I was about to talk. Ain't none of that. We don't do that. Mom, right in his mouth off the muscle. Whooped him out. Dead on his feet, hit the floor like a sack of potatoes. I know. Everybody telling me I shouldn't talk about this, but this nigga's a lame. Do what you gotta do. He hit the floor like a sack of potatoes. Stomped him out and all that. Bad. Hole in my knuckle, everything. My problem with Papoose with this is, Papoose, why are you fighting this guy? I get it. He feels like, oh, you've been hanging around me. You supposed to be my wife's artist, and you shook my hand and you're sleeping with my wife type of thing, right? But you're married to Remy, not this guy. I feel like this is a classic situation of the woman getting mad at the other woman versus keeping the anger where it should be, which is with your man. This is the same situation, Papoose. You need to check Remy, because Remy is obviously out here cheating on you, but you felt the need to go and clock dude. Yeah, I don't agree with that. But like I told you, I didn't do that because he slept with my wife. I did that because you shook my hand and then slept with my wife. But the part I didn't tell y'all is, through this entire ordeal of her cheating with this lame, I started to notice that he had something on her. And I felt like he was blackmailing her. I always felt like he was blackmailing her. Just because the way she was moving and behaving. So I'm going to play an audio for y'all of him basically, in his own words, admitting to blackmailing her. Listen to this. So this got sent to me because he's on the phone with one of his people running his mouth. They recorded it and sent it to me. But this is him on the phone. Let me just play it. Hold on. This lame. So apparently there's audio that he has where the battle rapper guy that Remy is messing with, I guess he's, forcing her into this relationship because he has some information he's holding over her head. I would love to know what this is. Now, when I started to feel like he was blackmailing her, I brought it to her attention. I said, listen,
Is it because this dude got something over you? Like, what's going on? She's staying out on days my daughter got to go to school. She's my daughter's calling. She's not answering the phone. I'm calling. She's not answering when she's with this lame. Then she's with this lame for days at a time. It's like crackhead behavior. I'm like, yo, something is wrong. Are they using drugs or something? Like, what's going on with her and this lame? So I brought it to her attention. I said, yo, listen, if he's blackmailing you, if he's holding something over you, let me know, and we can handle that. We can handle that too. I brought that to her attention. But everything I'm telling y'all is not in order. It's just throughout the situation. So I bring it to her attention. I said, yo, let me know if this dude is blackmailing you, we can handle it. And she wouldn't say it. But then while she out with the lame and me and my daughter's home, because that's who was always with her every night while this was going on, she'd send me a random text. Oh, I'm so sorry. I know I'm a bad wife. I still got all these texts. I still got all these texts. So I don't even know why she's doing this. Oh, I know I'm a bad wife. I'm so sorry. She's saying things like that. And I'm like, damn, it's not like her. So maybe this dude holding something on her. I'm going to play the recording right now. This is the lane saying that he's holding stuff over her head. Yeah, Mom. So far, she's saying she fuck with me. I believe her. You know what I'm saying? So I want to go with that. But you're right, though. Anything happen? So this shit gonna be 3 months, nigga. I don't know how long it is. I got pictures, the texts, the videos of her. That shit gonna blow whenever I say it's gonna go. I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? That news of cheating and all of that shit go anytime. It don't matter if it's a week or whatever. Like, the only reason why it's working is because you.
Here's my thing. This is a commercial. Basically, if he had anything over her head, it's basically the fact that she's cheating with him and she's lying about it. You know what I'm saying? So Papoose, that's not her being blackmailed. That's him saying, okay, if you try me, I'm gonna air us out. Like we've been sleeping together, basically. So I don't know if Papoose is in denial at this point that, hey, I mean, it's really a case of you're mad at the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, if in fact this dude is like, oh, I'm going to tell everybody that we've been sleeping together and I'm going to publicize it. Why? I want Papoose to ask himself, why am I so quick to help her cover up the fact that she's cheating on me? Riddle me this, Batman. If you know that she has been cheating on you and she's doing all these things and that you don't like behind your back, I really want him to answer the question as to why is he still around? Why are you allowing her to do this stuff? And again, y'all, I'm telling you, it's because he's had so much invested in her. He's invested so much with writing her music, being there, absolving all of his money to make her the artist that she is today. And my whole thing is, if I'm Papoose, and we're going to listen to some more audio, but we're not going to listen to the whole thing because it's like 40 minutes of audio, but just the point so that y'all can get it. My thing is, if you're such a great writer, you've written all her music, right? Move on. You can write for other people. You don't have to stick beside her. Here's the thing, y'all. I think that, honestly, and I'm going to be totally truthful about how I feel about the situation. This is just my raggedy ass opinion that ain't nobody asked me for, okay? I feel like Papoose wants Remy to stop cheating. I think that he really cares for her and just really wanted her to stop cheating on him. And I think that Remy Ma wants to be with Papoose, but I think she just wants him to allow her to cheat. She wants to be out here doing her. And that's not going to work in a relationship. This guy wants to be with somebody that just wants to be with him. And Papoose ain't a bad looking guy. So, but Remy is just, I think she just out here wanting to play the field. And that's just what it is. And he can't handle that. And if that's not that's not what you like, that ain't what you want to do, then you got to go on ahead and leave her alone. Okay. You can't be just sitting around allowing this behavior, because you're not going to be happy in the relationship ultimately. Now, I don't think that messing with Clarissa is the resolution for all this, but we'll get into that. Let's listen to the rest of this.
With me, I'm a believer. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go with that. But you're right though. Anything happen? Oh, that shit gonna be 3 months, nigga. I don't know for how long it is. I got pictures, the texts, the videos of that shit gonna blow whatever I say is gonna go. I'm talking about where I'm saying that news of cheating and all of that shit go anytime. It don't matter if it's a week or whatever. Like the only reason why it's stuck is because now bear witness to this. You just heard this lame who she was dealing with since 2022 say in his own voice, I got videos and pictures of us. That's going to go whenever I say so. I don't care if she go back to him. This cheating gonna go when I say so. This is the same recording when he was up there clout chasing. Oh, I'm gonna be on Love and Hip Hop. I'm gonna get more followers. All of this foolishness, right? So y'all just heard the lane, the knockout victim, saying he got videos of. But let's listen to her telling me that, oh, by the way, one of the reasons why she's so angry at me is because she says, all of this is my fault. Y'all ready for this? Because I knocked him out. She said if I would have never knocked him out, she would have been stopped talking to him. She said the fact that I knocked him out, she had to keep talking to him because she didn't want him to expose things.
Now, that is a real manipulation tactic. Here's what I'm seeing here, y'all. Remy Ma knows that Papoose loves her. They've really gotten, media attention because they have made themselves the picture of black love. Papoose is so loyal, this, that, and the third. And he wants her to continue to keep them marketable in this black love image. Their marriage has to look perfect. All of their stuff has to look perfect. He's the one over here containing himself. But Remy is doing all this stuff behind the scenes, basically about to blow shit up. And she knows that. So she's like, I'm going to do whatever I want. And I know that you don't want it to blow up. So you're going to allow me to do whatever I want. She knows that he is so into, I don't want nobody to know that I'm allowing you to cheat on me out here. So she's like, okay, well, don't put your hands on him because then that's going to bring attention to the fact of what I'm doing. And she also cares about her image, in my opinion. I think she don't want people to look at her like the bad guy, but she still want to do what she want to do. That's the thing. Like, and why are you out here messing with messy ass men? Like, you're Remy Ma. Why would you go out here messing with somebody that's not even better than your husband? And you messing with somebody that look like your damn husband. Honestly, he looked like your husband's doppelganger. He looked like the bad version of your husband. At least Papoose teeth are straight. And he looked halfway like something. This other dude looked like the unfinished version of him. And I'm like, girl, if you wanted to be out here in these streets, just leave him alone. Get a divorce. Like, I don't understand. And you out here all on live talking about, I've been trying to get a divorce. Da, 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 da. Why you ain't been get on live talking about how you trying to get a divorce? Why all of a sudden, because he found somebody else, which I'm going to get into the Clarissa Shields thing too, because I honestly think she's the right choice either. But you out here mad that he's doing the you on you? That's what I don't get. Felicia Benson says, hey, Shay Maz in chat. What's up? What's up? Thank you so much for joining. My girl, Brittany Janae, is in the building. She says, hey, my beautiful Cancer sis in chat. What's up? What's up? Thank you so much for joining us. We got Charnel Monet in the building. She says, hello, shayreneeonline. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for joining the chat. All right, who we got? Hold on, y'all. This thing ain't moving. I can't move the chat. Okay, hold on. Lee is here. What's up, Lee? Lee says, I don't understand why Remy didn't just leave if she knew she wanted to fuck with someone else and end the pub. Thank you. Like, girl, your kids. Exactly. Perfect segue, Lee, into the kids. Okay. So Remy tried to say, she tried to allude to the fact that Papoose doesn't he has an estranged relationship with his son. Okay. And she was like, you don't want me to tell everybody why. So basically, apparently the son is homosexual, right? So Remy is trying to make it seem like Papoose doesn't like homosexual people, and he said that's simply not true. Me and my son have a relationship. When your son was in trouble, guess who was there for him? And I guess her son is homosexual as well, and or something happened with her son where he got into some trouble allegedly. That's what he's alluding to in this video, which we're not going to get to that part because we just kind of going to zoom through this stuff. But I will reference the video in the link below so that you guys can watch it for the whole video yourself. But he basically was like, I'm there for your kids and you're not. Your family still loves me and you hate that. Like, your family still wants us to be together. Like, you're mad that I'm loyal to I'm there for your family. You don't never talk to your family. That's what he was like, basically she's a bitch. And he's been covering for her for years. He's like, I'm the reason why you are where you are. And she's sitting up here calling him broke and this, that, and the third. But he's the reason why she is who she is today. So I get it. If Remy is out here battle rapping or whatever, she definitely has some skills of her own for sure. I'm sure she's writing some of her own music. But he said 90% of her music he wrote. And I believe it because the cadence of how she raps and how he raps is the same. It's giving very much Nicki Minaj and Safari. But true. That's what it's given for me. But let me put this post up, y'all, because the children are always going to tell the truth on you, okay? The kids are always going to tell the truth on you, okay? So let's look at this post. It was a post and delete from Papoose's daughter, okay? So because Papoose said the only reason that he even did this live, basically exposing Remy and the whole situation for what it was, is because he said, he was like, even now, I don't want to hurt her. Like, I don't want to make her look bad or whatever. He said, but you out here sullying my name in the streets and you know that this stuff is not true. You're out here freaking lying. Like, you're lying on me blatantly. And he's just like, he just can't take it anymore. And he's like, once you bring up the kids, because of the fact that Remy brought up the children, he was like, what you never going to do is play with my kids. So now I got to tell you about yourself. So his daughter, Chanel, posted, when hold on, when shit like this happen, I don't know why y'all come to my page. Leave me the fuck alone. Remy knows she did wrong. Y'all all know, family, friends, everybody, she cheated years ago. Publicly, y'all watched her do it every week on the Shade Room with that other man. Are y'all okay? My father just moved on. Y'all pick and choose all this dumbass shit. Y'all just was saying he the most loyal man in the world. Y'all know how much he loved that lady. My father don't want no damn money from Remy. When she cheated, if that's the case, he would have been divorced her and got the money. It's tea for y'all, but real life for me. Everybody personal business. It's whack. We've been through too much as a family to move like that. But hey, my father never in his fucking life been sassy dude, barely talk. Only talk when he need to. I hate this happened at all, to be honest. So basically, she's defending her dad. Like, listen, my father is there. Like, my dad loves us. My dad has been there for this woman. I've seen her cheating on my father, and he never said nothing. He ain't never want to put this lady out there. But y'all are sitting up here putting this woman on a pedestal just because she's popular and believing this stuff that she's saying. But y'all ain't behind the scenes with us as a family. Like, basically, she like, her father has taken in so much and he could have aired her out so long ago. But because he's so loyal to her and loves her, he ain't he didn't want to hurt her. And I believe the daughter. Lexi Sanford says the daughter ain't lying. I don't think the daughter lying either, Lexi. I really don't. What Lexi says Remy was out broadcasting her new relationship years ago. Exactly. Very disrespectful. Very disrespectful. You know, and I just, and my heart goes out to, I don't know why Papoose decided to stay. I really don't. And I was confused because we didn't know if they were together or broken up. Right. And Papoose even talked about how every birthday, holiday, or whatever, they were together. Right? They did all that stuff together, but when people started to see that they weren't doing birthdays and holidays together anymore, people started to get hip to what was going on. People are not dumb. People are certainly not dumb. Linda Gamble says they need to keep us out the group chat. Child, listen, I understand. But now that we in it, child. Now that we are in it, honey, okay. I'm not taking up. Nanny of the Maroon says I'm not taking up for none of them. They both seem to be a bit slow. Yeah, I think that Papoose definitely is very defensive of her. Um, and it's sad to be honest. It's sad to be honest. Lexi Sanford says, to be honest, Remy see him out happy with the other girl, and now she want to go live and expose him. Right. But you was allegedly sleeping with females in the house. You sleeping with this rap dude. You doing a whole lot. But it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the pow pow, right? It's okay for you to, it's cool when you do it, but it's not cool when he do it. Let's skip through here. Let me see what he talking about. Me. Hold on, here go another damn commercial. These commercials, child, they are relentless, honey. Y'all say, oh, here we go. Blackmailing her that she would have been something and said she don't have a problem with her. This was aired yesterday. What happened? Matching outfits. Losing the battle on stage, getting cooked by Geechee, getting cooked by Suge. This nigga get cooked every battle. I don't know what type of rapper is this dude, man. Never lost a battle in my life. But anyway, keep it moving. We don't care about that. She tried to make it about Clarissa. I just met Clarissa in July last year. I've been dealing with this with you since 2022. Clarissa has nothing to do with this. She's very angry because Clarissa is shining like the diamond she is. World-class champion, Olympic winner. She has nothing to do with this. Actually, Clarissa went on a Breakfast Club, did an interview, and said she don't have a problem with her. This was aired yesterday. Yesterday morning, I wake up to a phone call of her being belligerent, being a narcissist, screaming on my phone, claiming that Clarissa disrespected her. How did she disrespect you? She said she don't have a problem with you. Then, in the process of that phone call, she asked me, so are you done with me? Are you done with me? I said, is that a question? Am I done with you? I said, she said, you moving forward with the divorce? I said, yes. My attorney, she wanted to fabricate these stories to about not retaining an attorney. The last time I spoke to Rem, we said, listen. I spoke to my attorney. Saturday is the day that her schedule allows for me to come in. I had been interviewing different attorneys trying to pick the right one. I wanted to get a civilized divorce where we don't have to do none of this clown shit. She never wanted to do that. Just in recent time, she started to claim, when I say recent, I mean past few weeks, she started to claim that, she wanted to get the private divorce. So I said, okay, good. So when she called me the other day, tried to get back with me yesterday, and I declined because she was so mad about Clarissa, so angry because I finally moved on. She see us living our life. She talking about doing something for the gram or doing it for this and that. I'm living my life. I lived over there with you. I tolerated your foolishness, your cheating, and your adultery for years and years and years for the sake of my child. Moving on along, I just played the audio to y'all of Delane admitting that he's blackmailing her. Now I'm going to play an audio of her telling me that he's blackmailing her. Basically saying, but before I want to play the audio, I want to let y'all know that she's very angry at me because she says that if I would have never knocked him out, none of this would happen. So one of the reasons why she has so much animosity towards me. I don't really care about the blackmailing stuff and the animosity and this. I think that I think he's looking at that wrong. I don't think any of that makes any sense. I feel like he's been so manipulated by her that in his mind, that's the thing. That's the issue, him knocking her out. No, that him out. No, the issue is she's cheating on you, my ninja. Why are you allowing her to sit up here and cheat on you, sir? And the fact of the matter is, let's talk about the whole Clarissa situation. Lexi Sanford has a good point. I'm confused why Papoose didn't sign the papers if she has been sent them. First of all, I don't believe that Remy Ma sent no papers. I don't. I don't think she ever sent him any paperwork. I think that she wanted to remain married. I think she loves the benefits of Papoose, but she wants to be out here lurking and doing whatever she wants to do, but she want to come home to him. I think home is where the heart is, where it comes to him and her. But she want to do her thing. And that's what she's used to doing. He sat right there and said that he's put up with it for years. And she's looking at him like, you switching the game up on me. And I don't think she wants to sign the divorce papers because in order to stay married, I think by staying married, now he's forced to still support her by writing more music for her, supporting her, having her back, being there for her, right? If they're divorced, now he can come out and say, I wrote your music. He can come out and prove I wrote it. So now I want writer credit for this song. So every time it gets played, I get a check. You want to call me broke? Okay, now I'm going to take you for your money. She wanted to avoid all of that. That's why I don't think she wants to get a divorce. Because if y'all go back months ago, he was talking about he sent her divorce papers and she never came out and said that she was ready to sign them. She was talking all this stuff about him and her being with dude or whatever, but never that she wanted to sign those papers. So both of them are on some shit. Now let's talk about Clarissa, okay? Cassandra, you are absolutely right. He is still married. Clarissa, baby girl, you 36 years old messing with a 46-year-old man that is still married, okay? I don't give two shits about what the hell Remy is out here doing. If Papoose is out here allowing her to cheat on him, that's married people business, okay? But what I would not be doing is inserting myself into this relationship with him. That's one thing I would not be doing, okay? You are sitting up here defending him, talking about how good of a man he is. He's a good man, Savannah, and this, that, and the third, right? You should not be messing with him, sis. At the end of the day, he is still a married man, okay? Married is all get up. You shouldn't be messing with him at all. At all. And you out here traipsing around with him on your arm, and he is not free for the traipsing. And my thing is, girl, you are young. You just turned 30 years old. Why are you messing with this guy? Let him figure out his situation with his wife first. And then if you want to engage in an adult relationship with him, then you do that with a single Papoose. Now, Clarissa on the Breakfast Club, she did not disrespect Remy Ma. Remy is just jealous that Papoose moved on. That's what it is. She's mad that, he moved on. And not only did he move on, even though Clarissa ain't the best looking chick, okay, I ain't going to sit up here and lie to y'all and say that. She's successful. While you over here, because Papoose called her in this video, he calls Remy Ma sugar Remy Ma. Basically, like she over there taking care of dude. So you want to call him broke, you want to call your husband broke and this, that, and the third, but you over here taking care of dude, your battle rapper guy, and you putting him up in apartments and this, that, and the third, taking care of him. How that work? But it is what it is. But Papoose got a layup with Clarissa. Clarissa got her own stuff. Clarissa ain't begging him for nothing. And he's not Clarissa's manager. Remy sat up there and said that he's Clarissa's manager because he broke. Clarissa came out and said he is not my manager and I don't play with my money. Okay, he my dude, but he ain't. No, he's not controlling my money whatsoever. Child, it's it's the audacity of the people with the most audacity for me. Lee says, I swear Remy didn't say anything or throw shots at Papoose until he popped up with Clarissa, then mentioning how he still want her. I'm sure to get under Clarissa's skin, which makes her look bothered. Exactly. Exactly. She ain't start talking nothing until he starts street walking Clarissa. It's again, it's cool when you do it, but it ain't cool when I do it. I'm like, Remy wanted to be the only one cheating in the relationship. And that's crazy to me. Both of y'all just need to leave each other alone. That's what it is. The relationship is obviously taking its course. Sharon Quinn says, Shay, he's just a real stand-up guy. She spoke on his kids. Did you hear what Wack had to say about it? He loved her for real, for real. She know the guy she dealing with don't love her. Yeah, that dude don't care for her. Oh, the kids are here. Awesome. Sorry, y'all. I see my nephew came in the house. Um, I'm over at this cookout at my in-laws' house. Nanny of the Maroon says Remy and Pap have been through so much as a couple, and it's really sad to see that they are not smart enough to get a proper divorce and keep it moving. Both of them out here flexing with these two clowns. Exactly. And the sad thing is, y'all, I think both of them still love each other. I do. It's sad. Lexi Sanford says, Shay, she only 30. Yeah, she literally just turned 30 years old, y'all. Clarissa just turned 30. So yeah, baby girl got her whole life ahead of her. And messing with this man that's 16 years older than her. I don't get it. I don't get it, y'all. But yeah, Clarissa, girl, get yourself, baby girl, take yourself out the group chat. That's what you need to do. Take yourself out of the group chat. This don't have nothing to do with you, and you shouldn't be messing with him anyway. That's what he was trying to do. Divorce quietly. Clarissa never said she was. I. Go ahead and finish typing what you were saying, Sharon, because I know it's about to get good. Okay, that's what he was trying to do. Divorce. Yeah, he was trying to divorce Remy quietly, but Remy, child, she don't want to do nothing quietly. She said, I think Remy is a narcissist. I think we throw that word around too much, but she is definitely a narcissist in my opinion. It's all right. Oh, she was already sleeping with him. Yeah, okay. Yeah, child. She shouldn't have been sleeping with that dude though. Clarissa is actually playing with her money right now by being ratchet and constantly on the internet talking trash. Yeah, I feel like, if I was her, I would just leave. I'm not talking. I honestly, let me say this, Nanny of the Maroons. I think that Clarissa is talking because Remy is talking about her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't want, I'm a fighter, I'm a boxer, and you out here talking shit. Like Remy was talking about she want to get in the ring with the girl and all this, that, and the third. And I'm like, this is a professional boxer, Remy. She will lay your ass out. This ain't no battle rap. She is battling you with them paws, okay? Don't be out here talking about this girl. Especially when you out here doing what you're doing and you were publicly doing it way before he even decided to move on. So, two wrongs don't make a right, but keep your mouth off her. She is most definitely a narc. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah, something wrong with that lady. Like, I always knew Remy had a bad attitude from watching her show. Lee said Remy ain't even got shit going on in clip. Exactly. Thank you, Lee. Ain't got a motherfucking thing going on. When was the last song that she did that anybody wanted to hear? Remy ain't even got shit going on. Clarissa is out here working. Yeah, Remy worried about if Papoose her manager or not, but Clarissa moving like she ain't never had a man before. That part though, that part right there, Lee. Absolutely. Baby girl is moving like she has never had anybody love her. I ain't never had a love like this before. Okay. Never had a love like this. She gets to respond. Yeah, I agree, Peggy. I think that Clarissa gets to respond. But I also feel like, girl, just let it go. Keep your mouth off the situation too much because you are, baby girl, you are, whether you want to accept it or not, you are the side chick, honey. You are the side chick. So y'all, like I said, I'm gonna post this. I'm gonna post this video so that y'all can see the full video from Papoose. But I just wanted to talk on some of the main points or whatever, and just let y'all know I don't agree with Remy at all. I think that Remy Ma fumbled the bag. I think that she's going to realize the grass is so not greener on the other side. She gonna get out here with these ninjas, and they just gonna sleep with her and throw her away. And I hope she continues to make money off of Conceited, because she won't have another hit no more if she waiting on Papoose to write it. And I hope that he don't write no more music for her. She said no. I said she never said she is sleeping with him. Oh, you mean Remy never said she was sleeping with old dude, with the battle rap guy? Is that what you're saying, Sharon? Let me know, because I don't want to put words in your mouth, friend. Um, Rem knows Clarissa is in good hands. Yeah, she know. She absolutely knows. She screwed the pooch. Peggy Brown says she's young. Yeah, she is very young. I don't know why Papoose messing with her. Like, he could have definitely went on and found him somebody better. Child, listen, Lexi, okay? Listen. That's like my new favorite emoji, by the way. Nanny of the Maroon says, but Shay, there's no way I will be a hot, relevant 30-year-old boxer constantly arguing with a mid-40 woman over her husband. You damn right. I would not be doing that either, friend. I agree with you 1,000,000%. Okay. I would have left that ninja the first time Remy came for me. First of all, I agree with, I would have never been messing with him. Never. Okay. I would have never been messing with him. Because why? I'm 30 years old. Why am I messing with you? Why am I messing with you? No, Clarissa. Oh, so Clarissa never said that her and Papoose were sleeping together. Oh, girl. Listen, Sharon, he is breaking off her a piece of that uh Bronx peen, okay? He is definitely knocking that down. Please believe that, okay? Peggy, they are not pen pals or making out. Just making out. I don't know what they doing, child, but I think they smashing. Okay, and not just burgers. Peggy Brown says, "Be for real. What kind of royalties is that old music bringing in?" Listen, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't think that they that rich. Okay. Lexi Sanford says, "Mine too, Shay. I use the emoji all the time." Yes, I love it. Listen, I I don't doubt that they have money. They were on Love and Hip Hop for a while. The music royalties. I don't want to sleep on it, because I know people get mailbox checks from that type of stuff all the time. Um, Sharon Quinn says, but no one said it. You're right. No one said it. I agree. You're right about that. Nobody actually came out and said it. I'm just saying, in my opinion, I think they bumping uglies, slapping shoes, knocking the boots. Okay. I think they are. But that's just me. But yeah, they didn't say it. You're right, friend. Remy still does shows. Yes, she does. So I think, they're definitely not broke. They're definitely, getting money some kind of way. And Papoose, I mean, it ain't like he over here asking her for $10. He said the man is able to take care of himself. And obviously he has good connections and relationships with people, that he can get out here and do what needs to be done to keep himself afloat. I have no doubt about that. Peggy Brown says, I'm talking about Rim. I just recently saw Rim doing a backyard barbecue in Philly. Oh, really? She was performing? Oh, good for her. I mean, I want her to continue to do well, for sure. What Brittany say? They all need to, girl. Britt, not they all need to lean back, honey. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. Who said we would be doing shows at Walmart? Lee. I'm gonna send you to the corner with Britt, okay? Where Remy doing shows at Walmart? Yes, that she will take any show at this point. Okay. But y'all, that is my take on the Remy and Papoose of it all. Okay. I want to open up the panel. I want to open up a panel for y'all because one of my subscribers earlier, she messaged, she did a comment on the video that I did about Porsha and Shamea. And I would love for y'all to join the panel and we talk about just what y'all think about this whole friendship. Because for me, okay, just me, um, I'm not with it. I am of the listen, Porsha, oh Porsha, you're a bad friend. Just saying. Okay. I think that Porsha is a bad friend. I think that she is the one in the wrong. I also feel like Shamea has allowed it to go so long that, it's hard for me to feel sorry for her as much as I normally would have. But I feel like, both of them are in the wrong, but Porsha is the most wrong. So if you want to come up and talk about what y'all think about this friendship, just, what are y'all thoughts? I want to get everybody's ideas or opinions on why this friendship went bad, who was wrong, who was the most wrong, and how can this relationship be repaired? um how would they come back together at this point, or do they need to come back together? What are y'all thoughts? I'm gonna just, as y'all, I wait for y'all to come up, and please feel free to hit the StreamYard link is there. Come on up and tell me what y'all think. Okay. Let me put it in the chat again just so everybody can see it. All right. But come on. Oh, I got somebody in the chat. Oh, Lexi. I'm gonna page Lexi. Hey friend, let me take this picture down. How you bees?
Hey, friend, I'm in the airport, so I might have to mute it a couple times.
Yes, going on trips. What's
So I know Portia do her dirt. Portia
it?
ain't been a good friend all the time, but I'm starting to see kind of like Shamea a little sideways thing too.
Mm,
Like, so you remember back when it was Shamea wedding or whatever?
mm-hmm.
Portia told that little lie about why she didn't go to the wedding.
Yep.
I believe that she didn't want to go to the wedding.
Oh, Lexi, you blanking out.
Hold on.
Uh-huh.
Shamea had befriended Candy and the Candy Coated Clique. And you know, at that one point, the Candy Coated Clique was always coming for Portia. And did we
Mm-hmm.
ever see Shamea defend Portia for that? So I feel like that's why she didn't go to the wedding. Fast forward to this season, Shamea and Candy did a speak on it right before the season, and Candy was still speaking on their friendship. And she
Mm-hmm.
still does it even on her Amazon lives. So my thing is, if Shamea gonna say Portia allowing people to get in her ear and all that stuff, she's doing the exact same thing. Even during this season, Shamea has went to Kelly, Angela, Britt, everybody talking about the friendship, and you don't even see Portia do that one time.
Mm.
Shamea is as innocent as we think. And then I don't know if you've heard about the stuff that Shamea's mom supposedly did to Portia's mom, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much of that is true. But I'm like, I get Portia do her dirt, she do her ways. I'ma always call out push a P on her wrongness.
Right.
But Shamea needs to also defend her friendship also and not let other people get in her ear and tell her about how Portia is because she's seen it for herself how Portia is. And she still wanted the friendship for some reason. So that speaks on her as a person also.
I agree. And I will say I'm gonna read this caption that Shamia did for Candy's birthday because
Yeah.
I love this point that you're making here. Shamia said, "Y'all show my baby mama Candy some love. I'm not sure if it's a tourist thing, but she's a ride or die, loyal, supportive, humble, kind-hearted friend that will drop everything to be there for her friends." Sounds like a little snip to me, but let's keep going. She wants everyone around her to win and doesn't gatekeep. Okay, mark that, y'all. Clock it. Everybody deserves a friend like Candy, and she will always be blessed. Happy birthday, beautiful. I love you, and I can't wait to celebrate you. So here's my thing with Shamea. I'm a respond to your thoughts on the thing with Candy. I agree. I feel like Porsha may feel a way that Shamea didn't defend her where it comes to Candy, but I feel like Shamea was taking a little bit of selfishness with that because she felt. I think Shamea feels like Porsha never defends her, and she felt like when that all those rumors came out about her sleeping with Todd and Candy, Porsha knew that that wasn't true if it wasn't true, but she feels like, Porsha never defended her to, um, uh, what's homegirl that's coming back on the show? I'm having a brain for Phaedra.
Phaedra.
Yeah, so I feel like she feels like Portia never defended her to Phaedra. She took on this whole freaking frack thing, her being on the show and looking like besties with Phaedra. And she probably feels like I'm your best friend. You didn't work hard enough to get me on the show with you so that we could be besties on camera. So I'm a support who supports me. Candy big ups me. She defends me. I'm not going to defend you to her. That's the one off that I'm gonna keep there. Is that right? Absolutely not. Because if you're gonna, my thing is with Shamea, and I agree. If you are claiming to be this loyal friend that I always defend Porsha and this, that, and the third, you need to defend her when it comes to Candy as well. Even though you feel more loyalty with Candy or whatever, you need to tell Candy don't speak on our friendship. I would say that to her. But yet you are putting out there, oh, loyal, ride or die. Blessed, always gonna be blessed because she's not a gatekeeper. Okay. What are you I feel like you saying it with your chest without saying it. And that's my problem with Shamea. You want to cry wolf. And while I agree with her that Portia has been a terrible friend to her,
Right. Mm-hmm.
you cannot sit up here and expect loyalty from somebody that has time after time not shown you any loyalty, but you want to kind of use Candy as your mirror to say, hey,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Candy shows me loyalty. You see how she does it? This is how I want you to do it. Portia, see this right here? Do this. You're expecting something from somebody that they cannot give you,
Mm-hmm.
or they've shown you over and over again that they're not going to give you. So you as an adult have to make a decision to say enough is enough. I've had enough of your abuse. And that's what it is.
Exactly. That's my thing. Like, if you gonna want somebody to be your friend like that, why post subliminal messages and stuff like that now? And then my thing is, why come in this season bringing up stuff from 10, 11 years ago, or even letting the people speak on stuff for 10, 11 years ago if that's something that you said y'all talked about and you told her how you felt about it? So why is that bringing up like old feelings for you? And then she even said like Candy gave her a pep talk of how to come into this season of everything. So I kind of feel like all this is kind of planned in a sense. You want to take down Portia or have Portia be the bad guy so you can come out on top. And I really hate this jealousy thing that
Mhm.
the people talking about Portia jealous of Shamea. I think they both were one and the same. And then Shamea just looked up and got her African. And, and Portia didn't.
Yeah, I can see it. I think that the thing is with Portia, I think that Portia has pretty privilege, right? And not to say that Shamea is no slouch. Shamea is a beautiful woman too. But
Right.
I Portia has pretty privilege and she's had it all her life, in my opinion. I think that her family has made her put her on this beautiful pedestal, right? But Shamia, on the other hand, I think her mother invested in her education. I think her mother invested in her talents, right? Shamia's mother didn't make her into this person that uses her body and her looks to get ahead. I think that Shamia can sing. Her mother had her in singing lessons. She was acting. She was doing all these things. I think that Shamia's mother invested in her talents, where Miss Diane invested in Portia's beauty and no brains. And that got them in different places. Shamea has been in rooms with people that have successful. Candy is a close friend of hers, but let's not forget Shamea was in singing.
She's been in movies,
Yeah,
videos, and everything. So that's why I feel like, why does she have to also come into the reality TV role? Like, I get it. You've done your music, you've done acting. You remember she was in the Drumline movie and a lot of things. So I feel like maybe Portia did get a little jealous when she tried to rear into the reality TV lane. But
yeah,
yeah, like Shamea, she been a singer, she been in
yeah,
movies and everything else. So like, I do feel like Portia, like, this is my lane. Why come over here and try to make me the bad guy in my lane?
correct. I feel like Portia is looking at Shamea like you have all these talents. Work on that. Let me have my thing.
Yes, yeah.
So, and here's the thing. I'm okay with Portia feeling like that, but be honest
Also,
about
she gotta say it. Hmm.
yes. That's where I want you to say it. And I want to address what Lee says. Lee says, I feel like Shamia and Portia be fake crying on this show about their friendship. I agree. My thing is, y'all are sitting up here, all these old wounds or whatever. I feel like, here's the thing, these women on the show, they want to have something to talk about regardless. They're going, their friendship was going to be on the rotisserie at some point with Shamea being a full-time housewife. I think that when Shamea was a friend, it wasn't going to be it. Remember, they alluded to their friendship being bad years ago. Candy even said
Yep. Yep.
friends that Portia treats Shamea bad. All of them have talked about how Portia treats Shamea bad. Everybody has witnessed it, but it wasn't on the platform because Shamea was just a friend, and Portia could skate by with that. Clearly, Portia has not changed, and you can tell with the way that she treated Shamea in that scene, shuffling stuff around, sighing willfully, going to the bathroom. She has no respect for Shamea.
For that scene, I feel like Shamia was trying to do a pile on and maybe she was caught off guard. Portia ain't the victim, but I do feel like Shamia piled on, piled on, piled on. Like, I thought we was coming here for one thing, but now you got a list. Where the list come from all of a sudden?
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, and I'm gonna have to I'm gonna take this and fall on the sword in my own life. For me, if if my best friend comes to me and she feels the need to come on camera to let me know that I'm like this, I'm
Yeah.
not fun like that. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I'm gonna play chess with you. And I'm gonna say, you know what, Shamia? I have, especially if I love my friend and I know I've been a terrible friend. I'm not going to sit up here and try to cover it up. I would use this as an opportunity to dead it. I would be like, you know what? I have been a bad friend to you. And I
Right.
say it. I am sorry. I have been a bad friend. I haven't put you, you have defended me in rooms that I haven't been in. I should have handled the situation with Angela much better. I should have had a conversation with you. I should have talked to you about how I was feeling. I should have come to your wedding. I feel bad for that. I feel like we've had petty arguments and you still stood beside me no matter what was going on. I feel bad. I do. I can't take it all back. But I want to say right here in front of this camera, because you felt the need to bring this to me on camera. So I'm going to apologize to you on camera. She could have still stuck it to her,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But still fallen on the sword and taking responsibility for her behavior. But that lets me know that she's not willing to change. And that also should let Shamia know it's time to let the relationship go. She's never going to be the friend that you expect her to be.
Yeah.
I
This just my take on the Portia thing. Like, mind you, she not a victim, but we have been dragging Portia since she got with Simon. How many years ago that's been? Now they getting a divorce. Hold on.
hmm Yeah, look, friend catching flights, not feelings, honey. I love it. Let's get into some comments. Portia and saying both are fake and phony. I am so tired of the crocodile tears. They need to just move on from each other. Listen, okay? It's time. They got to move on. They got to move on because we can't. How long, Tommy? How long we gonna drag this out? How long? Nanny the Maroons makes a good point too. She says, but they were real friends. But they were real friends. Sounds like they have been at odds for some time now. It's all about having a storyline. And I think that's the case too. as much as Shamea wants to pretend like that's not the case, I feel like for some storyline, it is, in my opinion. Sharon Quinn says Rem and Dude keep talking, but both of them keep exposing Rem. She better hope Pap don't use all of the lives she made talking about everything, go back and pay attention to everything she's saying. Yeah, I agree. I think that Remy Ma is putting her own putting her foot in her own mouth. She's making herself look bad, and that's sad. It really is. But that's on her. All of this is gonna come to bite her in the tail. Um, Lee says Shamea has defended her when it came to Porsha on Speak On It. You're right, Lee. Thank you for bringing that up. All right, Lexi, we gotta be mindful of this. To her when it
I
came.
meant like on the Amazon lives, not that speak on it. She did speak on it and defended
Mm,
her, but like even after that, Candy still doing her Amazon lives, questions and answers about the friendship. And I'm like, she should have no respect for Shamia to say, I'm not gonna speak on their relationship because that's their relationship. Because you don't see Candy speaking on Rashida relationship, none of her real true friend, ATL friends relationship, and they horrible marriages, Rashida and Kirk.
well, yeah, you right about that because that thing very public and very toxic. She says also, even Candy was like, I wish you defend me like you do Portia. And Candy told Shamea Portia doesn't do that for her. Yeah, listen. Shamea do
But Shamia does defend Candy. What Candy mean with that comment?
yeah, she does. I mean, honestly, there's really was no need for Shamea to defend Candy in any situations like
Right.
you know. But hey, to each his own. I think that Candy is just she is a ride or die friend, and she's one of those friends that's like, you know what? Now she was ride or die for everybody but Phaedra, and that's my opinion. I
Yeah.
know I get it. Phaedra, that whole RAPE situation in the dungeon and all that, that was very messed up.
Oh wait, Shay. Too,
But
you know, Shamia done said she done made up with Phaedra. So she not even
what?
holding on to that girl. Yes. In an
Candy
interview
messed
she
up with
said
Phaedra?
it. Yes. Shamia made up with her. She said she came in genuine and everything this season. So they had a good season. So I'm still trying to see why people trying to hold Porsche to that if Shamia and Phaedra done made up for it.
Oh no, I thought you said Candy made up with Phaedra. I was talking about Candy and
Oh
her
no
friend.
no. Shamia and Phaedra, yeah.
Yeah, how they were like Phaedra, Candy and Phaedra was super duper close. Like Candy drove all the way down to Alabama for Phaedra's graduation from mortuary school and all this, that, and the third. And but I think that it really pissed Phaedra off when during that divorce she comes into Candy's garage and she sees Apollo's bike and all this
Mm-hmm.
hiding from her and divorce assets. And she's looking at her friend like, girl, like what? I can't believe your husband, you allowing your husband to do this. Like I would have been like, nah, get this. I'm not trying to be in the middle of their divorce. Get this out of our garage ASAP. And
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know, Candy picked that side with Ty with the video. Remember the what was it, the booty video that she
yep.
had? Like, that plus, you know, she didn't want to take the kids to the jail. Candy had an input about that. They was just growing apart that season.
Yeah. And that's probably the only thing that I agree with Phaedra, where I feel like Candy should have done better as a friend. I really
Yeah, yeah.
Um, Lee says she was saying Portia doesn't defend Shamea the way Shamea does her.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, no, that's true.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's very true. Because Portia, has been many opportunities where she could have defended Shamea. With the Angela situation, I feel like Portia sat there at that table with Shamea talking about some. We could have talked about this off camera, Shamea. But you could have talked to Shamea off camera, and this would have prevented this whole scene right here. Because, and then it really, it's a mind F to me. Because even once that scene concluded, what did Portia do? She sat in her confessional and said, "Oh my God, I haven't fought so hard for somebody to stop a gaslighting in my life." That lady, or an ambush. She wasn't ambushing you, Portia. She's fed up. And this whole Angela situation, I think, brought to the head that, wow, we about to go through this whole season and you're not going to defend me. I think it pissed her off because she's like, you sitting in this scene telling me we could have talked about this off camera, but you didn't come to me off camera and tell me what Angela said.
But Shamea also didn't go to Porsha and tell her what she said, because you remember Drew and Angela said, remember when they went to a dinner that we didn't get to see, and that Shamea made them do a pinky promise or something about something she said, and she lied about saying she didn't do that. But Drew said in an interview with Carlos King that she did do that, and even on the after show she said she did that. So Shamea do be lying.
Here's what I think. I think that that was a convoluted story. I think, I guess, I do believe that Shamia talked about it, but I think that Drew and Angela asked her, why do you continue to let Porsha do this? Why didn't Porsha come to your wedding? I think that they asked her prompted questions, right? And I think that Shamia was forced to respond.
So why do the pinky promise? Why do that? If
Because
everybody else been asking, like everybody else around her been asking the same question, why
yeah,
pinky promise them?
she definitely shouldn't have done that. I think
Yeah.
that she did that because she felt like, you know what, I don't want to get in an argument with Portia, and I know this gonna come back wrong. So I'm telling y'all, listen, this is something we done already dealt with it. I'm just responding to y'all, but don't say nothing else about it because I really just don't want to be in a bad spot with Portia. And of course, they gonna sit up there and say something anyway.
Shay, what you think? Do you think Angela plotted for them to fall out with each other after Portia said that little slick comment about messing with Charles? Even though I don't think
Oh
she was
yeah,
serious about that, I think she planned it after the fact. She
absolutely.
played chess.
Absolutely. I think Angela is a great housewife. That Angela is doing her job. I don't see nothing wrong with what Angela did because Angela, like, oh, you want to sit
Right.
about her saying you gonna sleep with my husband? Okay, now I'm gonna come for y'all friendship because you want to pinky promise me and lie and do all this, that, and the third.
Right.
Now
Hmm.
let's see you laugh at. Lee says, I still feel Candy was wrong for helping store Apollo stuff in her house without telling her. I agree, Lee. I don't think that was right. They're acting nonchalant when Faith
Right.
felt about it. Candy started their downfall. I
Yeah.
agree. I
Yeah.
1000% agree. And I think that I really honestly think, and not to say that it's okay, because what Phaedra did was not okay. But I think that Phaedra, the only reason why Phaedra did that and went along with, because I think that Carlos King, in my opinion, alleged, this is in my opinion, I think Carlos King put that bug in Phaedra's ear to say that on camera about Candy and the grape situation and lying.
Yeah.
I think Phaedra took the bait because she like, you know what? I don't F with her because what she's doing, like, you see, I'm going through this with my husband. That prompted it. I definitely
Mm-hmm.
it.
Yep.
But that's messed up though, because wow, lets you know, don't fall out with Phaedra because she gonna go to hell with how she handle you. Oh
Truth be told, I don't think it was supposed to come out as the great thing.
yeah,
I just think it was supposed to come out that Candy don't like to sleep with women, but it ended up coming out messy the way it did. Because we do know Candy sleep with women. We do know Todd said he would like to sleep with Portia.
yep,
So I
yep,
mean, like, I feel like that great part threw it messed it up. But I feel like, yeah, Candy like women, so that's not a surprise that she would like Portia.
yeah,
But that,
absolutely.
yeah, but that great word is what messed everything up.
Yep, girl. Oh, speaking of Rashida and Dagon Kirk, he wishing her a happy birthday an hour ago, child. Wishing you the best birthday ever, Rashida. May God continue to bless you with health, wealth, and abundance. I love you, babe. You are my soulmate till the end. Let's continue to live our dreams. Ciao.
That's why I have an issue with Candy right there, because she was speaking on everybody else in their situation, everybody else in their relationship, but you have never muttered a word about the disrespect Kirkton did to your friend Rashida. And y'all been friends for how long? You still go up for them, but you would drag everybody.
Yeah, she not going, and she won't speak on Tiny and Ti's relationship either.
Right?
So, you know, I think, and slightly to her defense, but not really. I feel like the reason why she spoke on any of the stuff that's going on with them on the show is because she was on the show with Portia, and Shamea was on the show. So it's like they're on the show together to talk about that stuff where it comes up. But, I don't know. I just feel like her talking about it on sources outside of the show, and you're not on the show anymore. You don't even speak on it no more. Because right now you talking about it for what? But Sir will go off, says, I'm sorry, poor ho. Let Phaedra drag her because she befriended Candy. Well, listen. That very well may be true. That very well may be true. Love Life Brown says, hey Shay, glad to catch you live. I'm glad you caught it too. Thank you so much for watching. Lee says, Kirk and his three earrings. Child, not him and his three earrings. Kirk is terrible. I don't understand. Rashida is just too beautiful for him. I can't. Reality with DVD says, you just said the part as well. Oh yeah, that too. That too. Mm-hmm.
I had grouped that part together.
Yeah. I just, it's all roped together and bad. And you don't say that about nobody. Like, because those
Right.
allegations that can really ruin somebody's image in their career, and that's messed up. That's messed up. And I wouldn't. I don't know how Candy could have ever forgiven Porsha for going along with that. Maybe because Porsha was apologetic about it, and came to her humbly. Phaedra never did. Phaedra was just off some. Listen, somebody told me that, and I just said, somebody told me that's that on that. But it's like, girl, you were friends with this girl and very close with her. Like, why would you? I wouldn't even say that. I wouldn't say that about my worst enemy. Even though you mad at her, that was messed up. But two wrongs don't make a right.
Right.
It don't make a right. But y'all, the hot dogs and hamburgers are done, and the sister girl is hungry, and sister girl is me. Okay. So thank you so much, Lexi, for joining. I so appreciate you, y'all. Lexi was the one that actually said that we should do a panel on this, and I'm glad she was able to come up and give her opinion, share her opinion about what was going on. So thank you so much, y'all, for watching. I'll come back on camera for the last little bit. Thank y'all so much for watching. Please, please, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with anybody else to talk about this Papoose and Remy Ma situation that's on his side, because they might like this video. Also, share your thoughts on the Porsha and Shamea relationship. We'll see more about that tonight on the show. Y'all, I just listen, I don't want us to have the mamas into the chat with this whole situation. I think that they need to just deal with their relationship. Porsha and Shamea not adding their moms into it, and let it go. If y'all gonna move forward and be friends, move forward and be equally yoked. If not, leave each other alone and leave us out of it too. But thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.